Welcome to ViewTheRace.com. This is Race 13.1 from Farragut, Tennessee. The race starts in the parking lot of the Pinnacle at Turkey Creek, which is a collection of stores and restaurants right alongside Parkside Drive. Runners will quickly take a right onto Parkside Drive. Rolling start to this race. Now, with any half marathon, you would definitely want to keep your pace in check at the beginning of the race. Now, this course features rolling terrain and several tough hills later on in the event. So again, pacing is key at the beginning of the race. Now, stay to the right side of the road as you'll be taking a right onto the Grisby Chapel Greenway. Now, we're going to stay on the Greenway for the next 2.25 miles. Now, this section of the Greenway goes in and out on the roads, so you're still technically on the Greenway, but you'll be crossing several streets along the way. I'm going to stay to the right here and then take a left and rejoin the Grisby Chapel Greenway. Nice and flat through this section. Now, the charity partner for this race is the Huntington's Disease Society of America, which is the premier nonprofit organization dedicated to improving the lives of everyone affected by HD. All runners will have an opportunity to donate to this great cause at registration. As we come up and over this small rise, we continue on the Grisby Chapel Greenway. Now, right about here, after we come up and over this hill, you have a very steep downhill. And now stay to the right as we're going to be taking a right onto Woodsmoke Circle. So you go from a very steep downhill to a tough uphill on Woodsmoke Circle. So this is a tough part of the course right here. Now at the stop sign, we're going to take a left, and then we're going to have a nice downhill. So we kind of did a semicircle through the neighborhood with a big uphill and then a nice downhill. Now stay to the right side of the road. We're going to be taking a right back onto the Greenway. The road's going to flatten out just a bit. And this course continuously goes from the roads back to the Greenway, keeps alternating. Definitely an interesting course. Now stay to the right as you're going to be taking a right onto Prince George Parish Drive. Again, rolling terrain through this section. Take a minute to look to the left and right, and just absolutely beautiful homes in this neighborhood. And again, we're just going to kind of loop through the neighborhood as we did earlier on the Woodsmoke Circle loop to cross through mile 4. Now at the end of the road, stay to the right. We're going to take a right and then a quick left. And we're going to connect over to a different neighborhood. Now stay to the right side of the road as we're taking a right on Valley Trail. And then we're going to take a quick left onto Hickory Woods Road. We have a nice downhill right here. And then the road's going to flatten out. Should be able to settle into a nice pace on this section of the course. I'm going to take a right on Andover Boulevard. As we cross through mile 5, the road's going to start to kick up just a bit. Take a right on Ashton. And this part of the course is out and back, so any uphills that you're experiencing, you know you're going to be able to run down. Now at the end of this cul-de-sac, we're just going to turn around and head back the way we came. Nice downhill here. Beautiful homes in this neighborhood as well. Just a great area to go for a run. We take this left on Smith Road. As we take this left on Hickory Woods Road, you're going to be faced with a tough uphill here. It's not overly long, but you're going to have to really grind your way up this hill. We take a right on Valley Trail. Now at the end of this road, we're just going to continue straight on that very short part of the Greenway, which reconnects to Prince George Parish Drive. And some tough rolling hills through this section of the course. Got to take advantage of these slight downhills, and hopefully you can survive the uphills as we cross through mile 7. Nice downhill section through here. I'll stay to the left as we're going to take a left, and we're going to go back on the Greenway. Now catch your breath as you weave your way on this part of the Greenway, and we're going to be faced with the toughest part of the course coming up. Now, as we take this left, coming up on Wood Chase Road, The road's going to kick up quite a bit. This is a tough hill. Really tough hill on this section. Now at the top of the road, you're going to take a right. And if you remember on your way out, you're going to have a nice downhill. Now stay to the left, and you're going to re-enter the Greenway, and then you're going to be faced with the toughest hill of the day. This is a very steep hill. Really got to pull yourself up this hill. It's not overly long, but that was a tough one. And now as you catch your breath, the Greenway is pretty flat through this section. As we continue to head back towards the Pinnacle at Turkey Creek. Crossing through mile 9. Again, we're going to go out on the roads for a brief time before we re-enter the Greenway. Just some short, choppy hills through this section. Now at the end of the Greenway, we're going to take a left onto Grisby Chapel Road. And as we cross through these lights, it'll turn into Parkside Drive as we continue to head back. Now stay to the left as we're going to take a left onto Lakes Edge Drive, and then we're going to re-enter the Turkey Creek Greenway. This is a different Greenway, and this Greenway runs right behind the Pinnacle at Turkey Creek. Slightly uphill through this section. Your legs are going to be burning as you climb this short hill. You got to maintain your concentration, just a few miles to go. Right here it starts to kick down. You can have a nice slightly downhill as you cross through mile 11. If you look up at this billboard, you can actually see the ad for Race 13.1. Now shortly up ahead, we're just going to turn around and head back the way we came. As you cross through mile 12. So just a mile to go, but as we start to head back, you're going to have to climb that downhill that you just went down on the Greenway. So slightly uphill as we start to head back. Just going to dig deep for this last half a mile of the race. Now we're not going to go back the way we came. We're actually going to cut through a small section right behind one of the stores. You're going to go up a set of stairs and you can take a right behind the buildings. And we're just going to work our way around to the front of these buildings and see the finish line. You're going to veer to the left and you'll be able to see the finish and you can break into your sprint. Thank you for viewing the race at viewtherace.com.